Hello and welcome to another episode of the Focus Show. My name is Trevor, and today we have a guest here. Her name is Kelsey Jones.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Welcome. We're excited to have you on here.
Excited to be here.
So let me just get started with the first question. How did telecom help you prepare you for your career?
Man, this was really the gateway to what I'm doing now. So when I was in high school, I went to Woodside. I wanted to do telecommunications. Honestly, it started off with me just expressing that I had some form of interest in like communication, journalism. I expressed that to my counselor at the time. She told me that I kind of had like a light schedule. I could I needed like another class to maybe just give me like some more credit. So anywho, fast forward, she told me about telecom, and so I signed up for the class, and so that really opened the doors for me to get experience like behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, like shooting, picking up a camera, like doing what you all are doing now, and I enjoyed it. So that's really what like sparked my interest.
And then so you went on to do newscasting at VCU.
Yes.
And how do you think that helped you in your career?
So, doing telecommunications going into VCU, I had at least a focus of what it would be like. It's more than just getting in front of a camera and speaking. Like, there's like a lot of work that goes into it, as you obviously know. So when I went to VCU, I was like actually finding stories to report on. I was getting reps in, like doing anchoring. I was out in the field reporting. I was doing production. I was directing. So a lot of hands-on things that I was doing at VCU. And that's what made me realize, okay, this is something that I want to actually pursue as a career. And I had really good professors shout out to VCU, man. I love y'all. I had really good professors at VCU, and I think that's another thing that I really enjoy because, you know, if you don't really have a good teacher, like that's like teaching you, or they're not passionate about what they do, I mean, that doesn't really motivate the students. But I had really good professors too, so that really helped.
I think a lot of people can relate with that.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that a good teacher will get you farther than a teacher who don't have a
Exactly.
It's more about just the paycheck. And going off of like good teachers, like, a good teacher could be a good role model. What is one role model that you looked up to, and why?
Man, I had a few teachers at Woodside that I liked, but and I'm not just saying this, but Mr. Price was really one of my favorites. Like Mr. Price is, and like Mr. Price is so hands-on. I can really, you can agree with that. Like he was so hands-on. Like he cares about his students. Like clearly you can see he's still here. Like, and I've been out of high school now for like nearly a decade. Like he's still here. He's very hands-on. Like he cares. Like he really helped me get to literally where I am now. And so, and he was just always like super kind, and he made telecom fun. So, yeah.
I agree with that a lot. You know, one time Mr. Price actually helped me crash my car for a commercial. That's how hands-on he is. Yeah.
Your real car?
Yeah. It didn't actually crash.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we're gonna go to a quick break. We'll have more with Kelsey Jones after these messages.
Welcome back to the Virginia High School 1600-meter state championship. As we get back to the action, we see Miles Monpoint is gaining on Antonio Boyd for the first place finish. Oh! Miles Monpoint just tripped Antonio Boyd.
But Trayvon is helping him up right now.
Trayvon is helping him up as Trayvon just sacrificed his third place finish to help out Antonio Boyd.
Yeah, that right there is kindness and excellent sportsmanship right there by Trayvon.
Whoa, man, you just hit my car. Chill hit your car.
I'll show you chill out.
That was a bit of an overreaction. In order to manage your anger better and make sure events like this don't happen to you, here are a few small pieces of advice that you can follow. Think before acting. Take deep breaths. By following just these 2 pieces of advice, we can all start to live much healthier, happier lives.
Welcome back to the Focus Show. I'm Trevor Foote, and I'm here with our guest, Kelsey Jones. And what are some qualifications that you think we might need in the broadcast industry?
Qualifications. Definitely having your reel, your montage, same thing. If you all aren't familiar with a reel, it's basically a series of clips and videos of your work that you have done. That's what you are going to be showing basically news directors for folks to hire you, so you can actually get your foot in the door once you leave here or college or whatever that route looks like for you. Also too, contacts, like networking. Although you all are still in high school, is literally never too early to start networking with people. So I think really just networking and having your work, putting your work together, so you can just be ahead of the game.
So it's like a almost like a resume but a video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And where do you see yourself ending up in your broadcast news career?
Man, that's a good question. I think in the next 5 years, maybe 5 to 7, to give myself some grace, probably will be a full-time anchor somewhere. Where that will be, I don't know. But I'm currently a reporter now at News 3. Recently, I got promoted to the weekend morning anchor. So I'm climbing. But I think in my future, I see myself as a weekday full-time anchor somewhere.
That's cool. I hope that all that goes well for you.
Yeah.
You get what you want.
Thank you.
Do you think that artificial intelligence will change the way that news is done in the future?
It's already changing the way that news is done. AI can be used to our advantage. I mean, sometimes I use AI at the station, and just to put things into perspective, when I say I use AI, like AI can literally tweak a script that I've already wrote and just tweak it to the web version. So that's that. But also too, I do think that is going to be very, let me rephrase this. I think that AI will be used heavily in this field for sure, just in the upcoming years. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, at least I can only talk about my station. We don't really rely on AI a lot, but as I was telling you before, like sometimes we use AI to just tweak our web scripts for the web version. So yeah, so it's helpful in some ways.
How important is versatility in the broadcast news business?
It's very important. Diversity is important. Versatility, is important. Especially when it comes to telling certain stories. And what I mean by that is, one person can focus on issues in one community that maybe another person is really not skilled in, or maybe doesn't have the contacts in. So diversity is very important in a newsroom, and we need more diversity in newsrooms, to be honest.
How do you think the news industry could go about getting more diversity in the newsroom?
Hiring more women, hiring more women of color, hiring basically people that are diverse in different. What's the word I'm looking for?
Understand more about
Different matters. I mean, it's always good. No matter who works in the newsroom, it's always good to know about your community. But like, hiring more people that are maybe like trilingual. As I mentioned, hiring more women women of color. Like, age, like people that are ages do exist. That's certainly like a thing, but we always need more diversity in newsrooms. I mean, just going back in history, like news was always centered around men, especially Caucasian men. So I think that when viewers tune in and they see people that look like you and that look like me, and also see people that are different ethnicities, like that is really what people can relate to, especially youth that are watching and they can say, "Oh, she looks like me," or "Oh, he looks like me." Yeah.
Besides journalism, what are some of your other interests?
Like, what do I do in my spare time?
Sure.
Like hobbies or whatever. Ooh, can I say this like in front of you all? I like to explore different restaurants and eat. Is that an acceptable answer, or do you need something more
I think that is
more hard? I don't know. You guys, I am a AM newsie, meaning I start my day at 4 a.m. I wake up, my alarm goes off at 1:50. So it's like when I get off work, especially on the weekends, I like to just relax, honestly. I like to explore different restaurants, but also to, I think a stress reliever for me is going to the gym. So I go to the gym like 5 days a week. So I guess that's a hobby of mine. Yeah.
And to finish off the questions here, if there's somebody watching this and they're looking for some encouragement or advice, what is one piece of advice you would give a young person watching?
Unfortunately, in this career, whether you are behind the scenes, in front of the camera, reporter, anchor, director, whatever the case may be, unfortunately, you are going to get no's. But don't let those no's deter you from doing what you want to do, because all you need is that one yes to get you in the door.
Right.
And then from then you can just continue to climb up the ladder. But I would just encourage your viewers to don't take no for an answer. Don't get discouraged. And just continue to shoot for the stars, but also to just have your ducks in a row. Like I mentioned, like network, have that reel together. Be your authentic self, because people smell fakeness. So like just always be yourself and don't try to be anybody else.
I got you. Well, we would like to thank you, Ms. Jones, for joining us today on the Focus Show. My name's Trevor Foote, and we'll see you on another episode of